It's a brisk Friday afternoon in Knoxville, Tennessee. George Washington getting set for the first of a 3-game set. Not running here, and a line drive past the diving glove of Lipsius and into right field. It rolls all the way to the fence. Hustling around third base is Hicks. The relay throw will be made, but not nearly in time. And George Washington, the first team this year to score first against Tennessee, and the Colonials take a 1-0 lead here in the fourth.
Watch Levine got a fastball that time, inner half of the plate, and this kid's got a good swing. He put the head of the bat on the ball and drove it down the right. Look at Vanderbilt with Kamar Rocker and Jack Leiter in the rotation.
Fly ball hit deep here from Lipsius to the fence, and it's off of the scoreboard. Lipsius ties it here in the 7th inning, and Tennessee shut out no more on the first round tripper of the season for Luke Lipsius.
He got all of that when he knew it right from the start. Mistake by Cohen right there, left the fastball in his wheelhouse, middle in, and Lipsius did not miss it. One of the few mistakes of the day. You'll see that fastball right there, right above the knee. That's just a power spot for any left-handed hitter. And just dropped the head of that bat on it and drove it off the scoreboard.
Looked like Frechette wanted it on the outer half, and instead a 1-1 pitch. Hard hit ground ball to short. Giancone bobbles it, and that'll get the runner in. They throw the runner out Spence, but Gilbert's able to hustle home, and Tennessee takes the lead with 7th. And that hits Solari. Fastball high and tight. And a run comes in. Back-to-back hit batters, and the Vols have scored 3 times here in the 7th. High fly ball, deep left field. Lipscomb, a grand slam and a punctuation mark on the start of this series. First of the season for Lipscomb, and it's a 7-1 ball game.
Lipscomb got a high slider from Wheeler and just tattooed this ball and drove it into the porch out there in left field. And there's a happy young man right there with a grand slam and 4 RBIs. And Mr. Wheeler just left this ball up right over the middle of the plate. Wheeler jumped Lipscomb jumped all over it.
Well, Lipscomb did a double take on that one. He hit it hard. Went to toss his bat and hustle, and then realized, hey, I got that one pretty good. And then wanted to take it. Slow roller, right side. Charging forward, the second baseman, Spence. Fields underhands to first base. And that ends it. Vols were great at comebacks a year ago, and they have a late comeback today.
Welcome you to Knoxville on a beautiful Saturday afternoon. It's Leap Day, and it's also Game 2, the series between Tennessee and George Washington. Keeps an eye on the runner. Both are moving. Hicks is swinging, and he gets through past Solari. One will score as Barmakia trips up at second, so he remains on second. But for the second game in a row now, George Washington takes a 1-0 lead.
How about that? Hit and run was running.
Baselli stands in. He rips over to short. That gets past Spence. Coming to the plate is Barmakia, and the throw not in time. It's 2-0 early, George Washington.
Baselli got a fastball up in the zone right there.
George Washington tried to put Tennessee in a further hole. That's out to left field. Jordan Beck took a step forward and gets past him. This should score 1 as George Washington extends the lead on a Levine double.
Toughest play in baseball for an outfielder right there. That line drive hit right at you, and your first more economical with his pitches, and so he can stay out there a little longer.
First pitch to Gilbert, sends it into left field. Retreating back is Baselli. At the warning track, he dives. It's off the top of the wall. It's gone. It's a solo shot for Gilbert.
The freshman got one up in the wind down the left field line. That ball just kept carrying, and Baselli kept going back and back. He thought he had a bead on it, but the wind did catch part of that ball and carried it out of the ballpark. but you got to like Gilbert hitting one to the opposite field for a home run.
It looked like a routine fly ball at first, and it just really did just keep moving.
Yeah, fastball away from him. He didn't try and pull it. He went with it, and watch him just keep drifting. He thought he had it, and that ball just hits on the top of the wall.
They may take a look. 1-1 swing over to third. It gets through. 1 run will score. Rounding second comes Zach Daniels. He scores. Tie ball game.
There's Durkee again coming through with big RBIs. This time he didn't try and do too much with it. Got a fastball away from him. Got enough of it in that little shift that they had on to get it into left field. See that ball down and away? Just tried to go right with it. Nice piece of hitting. As they say, hit him where they ain't. The hole was open. 2 RBIs.
There may not be a hotter hitter in all of the SEC, maybe the nation, than Pete Durkee. A 2-2 in play over to shortstop. Could be 2. Bobbled by Biancone. Throw to first. Out 2. But Tennessee takes the lead. RBI from Lipsius. It seems like each and every game there's a different player to really step up for this Tennessee team. And how about this long shot? Al Solari watches it fly, flips the bat. 5-3 Tennessee.
That's what they're waiting for, Solari. I mean, when he gets his pitch, I mean, he can hit him a long way, and that's what we saw a lot last year. And they're hoping he gets that feeling back, and it seems like he's on his way.
2 back-to-back hits for Solari. This was a no doubt.
Yeah, fastball right down the middle, and he took advantage of that location, hit it a long way.
Good little bat flip there too.
Yeah. Different ball game.
Yep. All about the bat flip these days.
About having fun.
1 out, and Trey Lipscomb standing in. Ball goes behind the catcher. Here comes Ferguson, a slide. No decision, he's safe.
Good job by Ferguson.
3-1. Might have clipped him there. It's going to be ball 4 either way, and a run will score. A swing into play. Short blooper. Solari in, makes the play. Tennessee gets the win in game 2 and take the series over the Colonials. 7-3 is the final. They improve to 11-0 for the 2nd straight season.
It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon for the series finale. Tennessee looks for the sweep.
Cincinnati, but
Pavelloni drives one to left field. Barely watching this one is Baselli, the nation's leader in home runs. Tennessee hits its 21st of the year. It's the 3rd from Pavelloni, and the Vols are off and running in game 3 of the series.
I would say that makes Coach Vitello look pretty good, putting the guy that's been 0 for 4 in the series and put him in the number 3 spot. First time up, he hits a 2-run home run and put the Vols up 2-0. Looks like he got another fastball. This time he left it in that wheelhouse for Pavelloni, and he didn't miss it. He drilled it out over the left field wall.
Here's a high fly ball, deep right field. This will get the job done. Hicks drifts into foul ground to make the catch. Lipsius tagging. Good throw by Hicks, but it pulls the catcher Frechette off of the plate. And a sacrifice fly from Lipscomb extends Tennessee's lead to 3-0. Tennessee hitters so far. Solari hits a ball out to shortstop, and they'll only be able to get 1 out as Biancone throws to first to get Solari, but Daniels scores, and Tennessee's lead swells to 4-0 with activity on the base paths. And a long drive sent here by Lipsius, giving chase, and watching this one get over the wall. Another multi-homer game for Tennessee. Their 10th of the year in the 12th game. Lipsius is 2nd of the year, swells the lead to 7-0.
Another fastball behind in the count. This time he left in that wheelhouse for Lipsius. Looks like middle in. And he deposited that ball over the right center field fence. Tennessee continues to take advantage of mistakes by the George Washington bullpen. Like I said, fastball, middle half, and he just drilled it.
11 homers in the last 5 games for the Vols, and Lipsius as well. 14 games in the field as Pavoloni slices one out towards right center. Di Tommaso is able to get over to it in time, but it'll be a sacrifice fly that brings home Gilbert with his good base running after the walk, and it's now an 8-0 Tennessee lead. Beck rips a ball inside of the line and down into the corner, hustling over to third base Gray. He's going to get the turn. Here's the relay throw, and it's not even made. And Jordan Beck, an RBI double in the 8th, swells the lead to 9-0.
You know, the Tennessee dugout is happy to see that. Beck got a hang.
As they're going to start to step up and stand out.
Absolutely.
Hard smash into left center field for a base hit. And Beck is going to score as Scott produces in a double-digit scoring effort for Tennessee. They've outscored their opponents on the season now 125 to 2/3 in the series. High fly ball out to center. This should do it. Scott is under it, and he'll put a squeeze on it. And Tennessee has started the year 12-0, sweeping George Washington.